What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please follow my Instagram at RussoLifts, just in case something happens to this YouTube channel. You can follow, message, and you can watch my daily story content on Instagram. I'll see you there. What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. So today I'm going to be discussing one of my commonly asked gynecomastia questions in my Instagram DM box, and just an overall rant about gyno prevention mistakes. And I'm more going to play devil's advocate in this video on why you shouldn't go buck wild with aromatase inhibitors and sarms to prevent gynecomastia. So what is gynecomastia for people who don't know? So exogenous androgens that convert into estrogen mean if you're implementing more androgens than you would naturally have in your body, and those androgens have an estrogen conversion, you now have to deal with higher amounts of estrogen in the body. Now, the main side effect, as far as what people are concerned about preventing, right? There's other side effects of high estrogen, like mood is all over the place, water retention. Those are two side effects that are overlooked because gynecomastia in there. Gynecomastia is the formation of male breast tissue in the male body. So you get those little boobs, and people do everything to try and never get gyno. Now, I'm not saying you can't prevent gyno. You can definitely formulate cycles that have your gyno risk extremely low, but this irrational fear of I'm gonna get gyno puts you into an issue where I see people abusing aromatase inhibitors. I see people abusing SERMs to combat a gyno issue that's probably not there, or to just have peace of mind that they're not going to get gyno. But what you're doing is you're causing a whole bunch of issues with your cholesterol. I think people think aromatase inhibitors are just these magical anti-gyno pills, these magical anti-gyno type things, and everything comes with a side effect, right? So when you're stacking compounds to mitigate side effects, those individual compounds used to mitigate the side effects of the other compounds also have their own side effects. So you can't just count those out. And what estrogen does in the body is very important. Estrogen, number one, is key in growing muscle. That's why you'll see a pro bodybuilder, a power lifter, they want high amounts of estrogen in their body when they're bulking, when they're softer, because that's how they're going to gain muscle the fastest. Now, I think estrogen slightly above range is perfect for bulking. Some people go crazier with the estrogen because higher amounts of estrogen lead to more water retention, leads to more joint cushioning, meaning you can push heavier weights easier and do more volume. But obviously gyno's there, and the mood increase is there, amplification of the emotions. But you need it to build muscle, right? I think Tony Huge did a video a couple years ago where he interviewed someone who used letrozole year-round. Letrozole is the most powerful AI. I think it's a generation 4 AI, if I'm not mistaken. Someone can correct me. But basically, letrozole takes your estrogen to wherever it's at, and it's zero. It's like nuking, like, oh, I have way too much estrogen, I'm going to nuke it with Letra. Letra is also used in competition preps to eradicate estrogen, eradicate that last bit of water out of the body for a certain period of time. But, from Tony's video, he asked him, did you gain any muscle? Did you, put on any size during this year? And the guy said no. He's looked the best he's ever looked, because having no estrogen, no water retention is going to make you look dry and crispy. But he put on no additional muscle. The next thing you need to take into consideration when you are thinking about utilizing an AI is that it's going to nuke your HDL. So there's HDL, which is your good cholesterol, and then there's LDL, which is your bad cholesterol. Now, with TRT administration alone, you're going to notice, and this happens automatically because of steroids being cholesterol essentially, is that you're going to already have a skew of very low end or low HDL, maybe mid HDL, like just in the healthy range. And then your LDLs depend on your diet and other factors and genetics, but your LDL is probably going to be skewed higher. So basically, to imagine that is the good cholesterol, the cleaning cholesterol is very low, and the plaque building cholesterol is very high. So estrogen is in correlation in science, the higher amounts of estrogen is correlation in science to HDL, higher amounts of good cholesterol. So when you nuke yourself with an AI to stop your little man boobs from growing, or you think they're going to happen, you're also destroying your HDL, which is important. And people do this for years, and that HDL skew, that's a side effect that'll creep up on you. That's a side effect that will start to rear its head when it's too late, when it's years later. And people don't take that into consideration, and it kind of just irks me, because there's so many people who are just so concerned about that visual, social representation of having gyno, that they are completely causing a bunch of other side effects that could be avoided if you use AI strategically. So just wanted to put this out there. That is a rant that I had. Remember, I'm not anti-AI. I think AI should only be utilized when the nips are sensitive, when an actual hard lump is forming, when your emotions are all over the place. Like, you have to have high estrogen side effects present, in my opinion, to add in an AI. I don't really utilize AIs that much anymore, and that's because, again, you're avoiding all those side effects that you're not visually seeing, like the gynecomastia, but that are going on inside the body. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind that you need estrogen to build some damn muscle. I'll see you guys in my next video.